know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up out my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. All this money in the way. You know that I'm walking with the bank. Yeah, water, diamond on my ring. You know that I'm rockin', feel the blue. You know that, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know. Yeah, you cannot see me, the windows is tinted. Yeah, drive around right in that Bentley. Hey, you drive around right in that Bentley. Hey, but your shit, it should be rented. Yeah, but that is none of my business. Hey, money won't stop me, go straight to the top. Believe it or not, you like getting the same. Yeah, she know I'm a rock star. Looking at my chain, on my diamonds rock hard. Turned the way up, I ain't getting tired. And if you wanna race, then we gonna ride. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray, make it rain just to let you know.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Getting, yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss, I got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo. Hold on. What you mean? Woo. And now I don't trust the so what you mean? Woo. Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw it if he fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt you're gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Listen, I don't trust her, so no. I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Who will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 52? We'll know shortly as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. Detroit. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go. Green.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Dobbs is throwing. It's caught by Bryant. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Dobbs. Amendola catching it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No, check. Patriot. Blue, landing. Leopard.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
Here we go.
A toss play to Hunt. And some room to roam now. Finding room to the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Wilson for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Back to throw Dobbs. He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Dobbs to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Benny to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 3-19. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Ohio.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. Throwing here, Dobbs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Dobbs. And James has it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Dobbs. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, you don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4th down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's forced out left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joshua Dobbs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go! Blue line, Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now look at this. Let's go. 3,
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Dobbs now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dobbs is throwing. Steps away to his left. Now, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A give to Bell. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept them short of the marker. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a give to Bell running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Had a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 64 yards. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
Green 39! Green 39!
One final try from Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.